decided to snow again up here in Ottawa, in Canada, and we got freezing rain, so it's a complete shitstorm out there. It's a wonderful day. Anyways, I'm here to talk about how you guys can get a big back, okay? Because having a powerful body is all about having a nice, big, powerful back so that you can bench a lot, so you can deadlift a lot, you can squat a lot. And when people look at you, they see this utter mass of, I got a little flicker in the light there. We got this absolute, anyways, you want a big fucking back so that you have this absolute mass on your back, so when people look at you, they're just like in awe, and it's just like great. Okay, so the number one cue that you want to do when it comes to any back movement is you really want to bring your shoulder blades back and down. So you want to bring them like back and down, okay? So like that. So you're almost in like a bench press position there too, right? So anytime you're doing like bench or rows, it's definitely like the same kind of cues that you want to do. You really want to just have your shoulder blades back and down, okay? Because this is going to limit how your shoulder moves. It's not going to put it in a compromised position, and you're really going to be engaging your back. Not only you should really be focusing on trying to engage your lower lats, okay? Like that's really the cue that you're looking for here. So just to make it simple, okay, shoulder blades back and down, okay? And then what you do is you start to do the row. You see that? And what you really want to do, okay, because if you want to look at the function of the lat, what it's supposed to do. So the lat is supposed to pull, okay, your arm right here, like back here kind of thing. It's supposed to pull that armpits closer towards your spine, okay? So that when you're doing this, look, I pull it back and down so it's closer to my spine now. And then I keep going and it's closer to my spine again. And then I finish it off with a little, you see how you pull the elbow back here? That's the finish for that, okay? Because that really wraps the lat around the rest, really gets that full contraction in the lower lat. You want to feel the lower lats in that lower portion, and you're gonna feel that by really making sure that this armpit section right here is really wrapping around. You're really wrapping your elbow around like that, okay? You see that? I'll demonstrate in a minute with the dumbbell row. But if you use that cue, just that one cue, okay, where you bring your shoulder blades back and down, okay, and you just focus on that, just do that, even when you're doing a chin-up, okay, back and down, okay, you see that, back and down, and then pull, okay, and keep everything back and down. If you have to use like the assisted chin-ups, or you have to use the lat pull down, go ahead and use that. It shouldn't be like a heavy weight or anything on there. It should be enough so that you're actually making sure that the muscle is working properly and that you're doing that full thing properly, okay? Personally, I use the assisted chin-up machine, and I don't use a whole lot of weight on rows. You can go check out my Instagram, okay? Even right now, I'm going to use like 25 pounds for the rows, and I'm still going to feel like a great contraction. One of the second things that I'm going to talk about with the back is the stretch, okay? It's extremely important that if you really want a big back, you need to fucking stretch the shit out of it. So when you're doing chin-ups, you need to really go all the way and really stretch the lat, okay? Because when you're in the chin-up position, this is when you're actually stretching the lat the most, and then when you're doing rows is when you're actually contracting the lat the most, okay? So you're contracting it the most, and you're stretching it the most, okay? Understanding these two key things is very important to having like the overall look of the back, okay? Because the lat doesn't work in one way or another, okay? It only has one function, to bring the shoulder blades back and down. Even when you're doing a chin up, it's still like a row almost, where you're bringing it down like that, you know? You're still using the lat kind of in the same way, where you're really trying to bring this armpit, right, closer, boom, closer down to your spine. Those two things right there are definitely key. Bring your shoulder blades back and down, really, and then as you're doing the movement, really stretch the lats, okay? Really stretch the back out. And doing this cue for for rows, dumbbell rows, for chin-ups, for like all sorts of movements and stuff like that, you're gonna feel it all over the place. Even if I would try it out with machine rows or lat pull downs, or something like that to begin with, because that's really gonna help you get that full contraction. You'll actually start to build up a little bit of muscle mass that you didn't know that you could build up before. You're gonna be feeling the muscle, like the lower lats, like a little bit more, or your back's gonna actually start growing a little bit more. So then you can move over to like the dumbbell rows, the barbell rows after that, and you're gonna have more success with that, because you're actually gonna have built up a little bit of muscle before, so you're gonna be able to feel the muscle a little bit more. So right quick, I'm gonna go through the dumbbell row and I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to do this. Like I said, the dumbbell row is my absolute favorite, okay? My absolute favorite when it comes to the lower lats. The first important thing to understand is that you wanna stand on the leg that you're gonna row with, okay? So I'm gonna row with this arm and I'm gonna stand on this leg. What that does is it really builds a bridge between down here and then your lat, okay? So that when you're doing this, you actually get a full contraction. It's hard to show you. Stand on this leg that I'm gonna row with. I'm gonna prop myself up with this, and I'm gonna have a nice, good bent over position, because the more that you're bent over, the more that your lat is actually gonna be engaged and come into play. The more upright you are, then the more your upper back might come into play. And we're really trying to work the lats when it comes to this. So you really want to pull with your elbow and right here. So you want to pull like that, right? You see how my arm is at 90 degrees? Like that. It's not like this. You know, I'm not pulling like that, okay? Because that's using my arm. You really want to make sure that you're using your back. We're going to prop ourselves up. We're going to stand on this leg. Like I said, this leg right here, this second leg, you don't even have to stand on it. Like literally, you can literally just stand on this leg. Everything back and down, and you're gonna pull. Pull with the elbow. So I'm not using my arms. I'm just making sure that my arms are holding the weight, okay? You can actually go like this with your finger, and that's actually gonna take the bicep out of the movement, and it's gonna make your lat pull more. All right, so there you go. So you can use those two cues right there. The first one, bring your shoulder blades back and down. Okay, that's really gonna start to activate your back and really make your back work more. And then the second one is to really make sure that you're stretching your back and really making sure that you're incorporating exercises that build all of the back as well, okay? So incorporating the rows, incorporating chin-ups is really, really gonna help your back a lot more than just doing deadlifts, okay? Don't get me wrong, I'm a huge fan of deadlifts, okay? I love deadlifts as much as the next powerlifter or bodybuilder, okay? Like, deadlifts are by far the best fucking exercise you can do for like everything. If you're really, really trying to build a big back, you need to not just do deadlifts. You need to do the rows, because it really gives you that thickness. It really helps the lats reach around, right? And then you need to do the chin-ups, because not only does it really stretch the muscle the most, but it gives your back like just this width, you know, this breadth to it, you know what I mean? Because you're constantly stretching your lats all the time, so your lats want to grow bigger and bigger. So anyways, that's it for the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and try using those concepts in your next back workout, all right? Don't forget to check out the 7 steps to a powerful body right in the link below. Subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire.